The sulfuric stench of volcanic ash filled the air as dawn broke over Iwo Jima on February 19, 1945. The Japanese stronghold stood as an imposing shadow against the rising sun, its highest point, Mount Suribachi, looming like a silent guardian over the tiny Pacific island. Private First Class James Cooper gripped his rifle tightly as his landing craft approached the shore. Around him, thousands of U.S. Marines prepared for what would become one of the bloodiest battles in the Pacific theater. The beach ahead seemed peaceful, almost serene. But they all knew better. 8 square miles of hell awaited them.
Remember what we're fighting for, boys. This island is the stepping stone to Japan. Take it and we save countless American lives.
The first wave hit the beach at 0900 hours. Initially, there was only silence. The Japanese, having learned from previous battles, held their fire. The volcanic ash made every step a struggle as the Marines advanced inland. Then, suddenly, the mountain came alive. Hidden bunkers and pillboxes erupted with devastating crossfire. The carefully planned Japanese defenses, orchestrated by General Tadamichi Kuribayashi, turned the beach into a killing field. But the Marines pushed forward, yard by yard, inch by inch. Cooper found himself pinned down with his squad behind a natural berm. To his left, his childhood friend Tommy Martinez lay wounded, a bullet in his shoulder. Ahead, a Japanese bunker continued to rain death upon the advancing Americans.
We need to take out that position. Cooper, Martinez is losing blood. We need that medic from the 2nd platoon.
The space between their position and the medic's location was about 50 yards of open ground, fully exposed to enemy fire.
I'll go. Cover me.
What happened next would be remembered by his unit for generations to come. Cooper sprinted through the ash, zigzagging as bullets kicked up volcanic sand around him. He reached the medic, practically dragging him back toward Martinez. But halfway back, the medic was hit. Without hesitation, Cooper hoisted the wounded man over his shoulder, grabbed the medical bag, and continued his desperate run. Machine gun fire tracked his movement, but somehow he made it back. The medic, though wounded, was able to treat Martinez and several other Marines before being evacuated. Days turned into weeks as the battle raged on. The Japanese defenders, entrenched in their underground tunnel network, fought with unimaginable determination. Each bunker, each pillbox had to be taken one at a time, often through close-quarter combat. On February 23rd, Cooper watched as fellow Marines raised the American flag atop Mount Suribachi. The iconic moment, captured by photographer Joe Rosenthal, would become a symbol of American courage and determination. But the battle was far from over. The fighting continued for another month. The Japanese defenders, following their code of Bushido, refused to surrender. They fought to the last man, emerging from their tunnels at night to launch desperate counterattacks. Cooper's defining moment came during one such night assault. His unit was defending a critical position when a Japanese soldier charged their line with an explosive pack. Without thinking, Cooper tackled the man, rolling them both into a crater. The explosion killed the Japanese soldier, but Cooper's quick action saved his entire squad. By the time the island was declared secured on March 26th, the cost had been staggering. Of the 21,000 Japanese defenders, only 216 were taken prisoner. American casualties numbered over 26,000, with 6,800 dead. Cooper survived, but he was changed forever. The lesson he carried from Iwo Jima wasn't about glory or victory. It was about the true cost of war, the unbreakable bonds formed between soldiers, and the importance of preserving peace. Years later, when asked about his actions on the island, Cooper would simply say,
"We did what we had to do. Not for glory, not for recognition, but for each other. Every Marine on that island was a hero, especially the ones who never came home."
The Battle of Iwo Jima reminds us that courage isn't about being fearless. It's about facing your fears and doing what needs to be done anyway. It teaches us that the greatest acts of heroism often come from ordinary people placed in extraordinary circumstances. Today, as we remember battles like Iwo Jima, we must honor not only the victory, but also the sacrifice. We must ensure that these stories of courage, brotherhood, and sacrifice are never forgotten. Each generation must learn from the past to build a better future. The spirit of those Marines, their determination, their sacrifice, their unwavering commitment to each other, lives on in every service member who wears the uniform today. Their legacy reminds us that freedom isn't free, and peace must be protected by those willing to stand up for it. Like Private First Class Cooper and his fellow Marines, we all face our own battles in life. While they may not be as dramatic as storming a beach under enemy fire, they require the same core values: courage, dedication, and the willingness to put others before ourselves. If you want to help keep these important stories of sacrifice and heroism alive for future generations, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll continue bringing you powerful stories from history that inspire, educate, and remind us of the extraordinary courage of ordinary people. Remember, these stories aren't just about the past. They're about understanding who we are, where we come from, and what we're capable of when we stand together. In times of crisis, it's these lessons from history that can guide us toward a better tomorrow. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with others who might be inspired by these incredible stories of courage and sacrifice. Together, we can ensure that the legacy of heroes like those who fought at Iwo Jima lives on.